Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to week 5 of our Public Policy for Researchers module. Over the past 4 weeks, you've explored the foundations of public policy, what it is, how decisions are shaped through cycles and institutions, and how complexity, policy, and politics and power influence the use of evidence. You've also seen that research rarely travels directly into decision making, but instead moves through a web of actors, structures, and contexts. This week is all about engagement and influence. You'll explore the different roles researchers can play in policy, the advocacy strategies that help evidence travel further, how political systems and cultural contexts shape opportunities for influence, and the ethical responsibilities that come with advocacy. By the end of this week, you should be able to identify the role researchers can adopt from technical expert to coalition partner, understand strategies like alliances, timing, framing, and media use, analyze how political and cultural contexts affect advocacy, and reflect on the ethical boundaries of engagement. Researchers can take on multiple roles, sometimes as technical experts providing data and analysis, other times as trusted advisors, developing close relationships with decision makers. They might step into the role of advocate, pushing for reforms and building public pressure, or act as coalition partners, working alongside NGOs, professional bodies, and communities. But influence doesn't happen automatically. It takes strategy. And often it's about how you connect your research to the people and processes that matter. Sometimes that means building alliances with communities or intermediaries who can amplify your message. Other times, it's about timing, being ready with clear, usable evidence when rare policy windows open. Communication also matters. Research has more impact when it's framed in ways that resonate with what policymakers already care about, whether that's jobs, public health, or equity, and when it's translated into clear, accessible messages. In open democracies, advocacy, parliamentary inquiries, committees, and media campaigns may be effective. In more constrained systems, influence often relies on quieter engagement or working through international channels. Cultural competence is equally important. Advocacy must respect local knowledge, values, and histories. In Australia, Indigenous health policy has shown the power of co designed, community led advocacy over top down approaches. How do you balance neutrality with responsibility? How do you navigate conflicts of interest? And how do you ensure your work amplifies community voices rather than overshadowing them? This final week is your opportunity to think about how you want to position yourself as a researcher, whether that's as an expert, an advisor, an advocate, or a coalition partner. Across these 5 weeks, we've seen that evidence alone is never enough. Research gains influence when it's embedded in relationships, aligned with institutions, framed for resonance, and communicated with integrity. As you finish this module, I encourage you to reflect. What role do you want your research to play in shaping policy? And how can you prepare now to ensure your work makes a meaningful impact? Thank you so much for being part of this learning journey. I've really enjoyed seeing how you've engaged with the ideas, and I look forward to your reflections and contributions in this final week. Thank you.